creating a dot plot. So this is coming from section 2.2. This is some of our graphs beyond our frequency distribution that we can make. So a dot plot is a simple little graph to make where all you are doing is taking and making a single dot above a number line based on the position of where it's at on a number scale. So each data entry is being plotted. It's just a single dot for each number. If there is a repeat of numbers, then you would stack them, which is kind of like what you're seeing right here. That means you have 2 of the number 36. Which if you look in your data set, you can see that one came up twice. The most important thing with this is you make your number line first, and you make your dots above the line, and you stack them if they repeat. So let's try one out. It says use a dot plot to organize the data set. Describe any patterns. We've got a lot of numbers here and not a huge screen. So we're going to try our best to kind of squish this in. First thing we need to find is our smallest number in there, our minimum. So I'm looking through and I think 16 is going to be our minimum. So I'm going to put that over here, minimum 16. And then we want to find our maximum. We want to know the smallest and the biggest so we know how big our number line should be. I think our biggest one is the 149. Again, do the best you can to try to get that in there. Now, again, because I'm on a computer screen and it's the best we got here, I'm going to start my number line down here. Hopefully we can make it through on one line. We might have to go to the next line just in case, but I'm going to start my number line at the number 15, just one notch down, and then I'm going to count it by 5. So 15, and then the next one is 20. Did I count that right? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There we go. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. This is what you want to do first. You make the number line fully. As you can see, we're probably going to run out of space. Now, in case you're probably wondering how you're going to be doing this on your computer, in the homework, it's actually going to be a multiple choice question. So you can just multiple choice, pick the one that's correct. But you are going to do this on a worksheet and you are going to create this on your own, whether it's using a computer program like Excel or Word to kind of create it digitally, or if you want to just do it on a piece of paper and submit the picture of it, you will be creating one. And it won't be quite as big as this one, I promise. All right, you get the gist. There's more going to that row. Okay, so now I'm going to look for all of the numbers that we can kind of get on here from 15 to 55. Again, I realize that we've got more than that, but just so you can get the gist of how we make this. So I'm going to start at my first row and just kind of work my way down. 77's not quite on this yet. I'd have to do it on my next bit. 66 isn't on here, but 41 is. So I'm going to find where 41 is on my number line, and just above the line, I'm going to make the dot. Then we've got 33. Find where the number 33 is, and above the line, make a dot. And you want to look at your dots as you're going. You want them to be the same size and kind of like the same spacing above the line. They should all line up and look very nice and orderly when we're done. So that's number 49. Next up is 24. Here we go. Number 33. We've got a duplicate here. So find where we had 33 and above that number, make that second dot. 48. 43. I personally like to mark them, whether I'm circling them or slashing through or underlining as I go, just so I don't miss any of the numbers. Let's especially when there's a lot of them like this. There's another 41, so there's another duplicate. Make sure that one's stacked. It's another 33. I find that by marking it and counting by fives, it's enough numbers on here that I can easily find where I'm going, but it's not too many numbers that they're all squished and it's hard to read. Nope, another 33. Kind of running out of space there. Another 29. Oh, there's another 29. And again, notice how once you start getting a bunch of dots on here, they all look very uniform, very similar to one another. Same size, same spacing, same height. If you're stacking them, make sure you have them at the same height going up. And I'm glancing over my numbers to see if I missed anything within this range. And it doesn't look like I have. But if this was on an assignment, you would keep going. You would need to make sure it goes all the way to your maximum, that 149. But this is just here to give you a good gist of how to make it. Make sure your dots are above the line, stack them if there's duplicates, and most importantly, make that number line first.